It's Druid XCDX. I'm going to be talking about the Udyr VGU dev blog. He's not fucking out yet. I thought he'd be out by now, or at least shown, like actually done. He's not even close to being done, apparently, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Gotta fucking wait more. This champion, this is the only thing I give a shit about, like with new champions. The new champion that just fucking came out has another dash and can go through walls. Udyr's not gonna be able to do that, so you know he's gonna be a normal fucking champion that just fucking auto attacks. Woo! But he's my favorite champ, and he's fucking dog shit right now. I'm playing in the new season. I can't do fucking shit with that champion. I just get deleted every fucking second because new and old champions are just broken right now. Items on him fucking dog shit. You build fucking chem tank on it, it's fucking shit. You build Triforce on it, it's fucking shit. But let's fucking read this super fucked up vlog. I've already like looked at it mostly, but I give a shit about Udyr. I like fucking care about him. He kind of looks weird in this. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of looks like Urgot, right? Or not Urgot. Fucking Yorick. He looks like a fucking hunchback, dude, right here. Kind of makes me a little upset. He's not like a hunchback, dude. He's a fucking boss. Like, he's a beast. They do make him look a little bit cooler, but I'm gonna actually go through this. I'm not gonna read it, but I'm gonna fucking use this. It's gonna be a voice thing. It's a Rav bot, you know who Rav
Goals
is.
we're going into Udyr's update.
All right, we're gonna restart this.
Hey all, Ryan Reeve 3 Mireles here with another update on Udyr's VGU,
Woo!
which will come out later this year.
Come out later this year, so it's probably gonna be like 3 more months.
We've entered full production on Udyr.
I think it was like
post will
6
focus on how he's
months or
looking
5
in-game.
months for them to
But
even.
before we get into it, here's a quick recap of what our
He's not even
goals were
close to
going
be
into
done.
Udyr's update. We want to preserve Udyr's stance-changing identity and keep him as a primarily auto-attack / melee-focused champion.
That's what I like.
We think this is what
about
makes
the
Udyr
game,
unique and
so.
stand out on the roster. To help his gameplay feel more modern, we want to add a bit more interest to his stances and melee pattern to give some more depth to playing him, as well as make it more clear when Udyr is doing something cool. He doesn't really have a hype gameplay moment right now.
Yes.
We want to upgrade Udyr's visuals to modern League standards while keeping his general theme of a warrior shaman intact.
Cool.
Our goal is to build on Udyr's visuals, not reinvent them. As for his narrative, we want to bring his in-game portrayal closer to how he's been portrayed in recent lore and give him stronger ties to the Freljord. Oh,
good.
and in case you haven't seen the Champions in 2022 video we released today, we decided to remove Udyr's antlers.
I don't like that they removed the antlers.
We know a lot of you weren't really digging them, and once we
personally
got him
like
in-game,
them. I personally like the antlers, but
we felt
who
they
cares?
weren't really needed for a unique silhouette.
We don't really. I don't give a shit about the
onto
unique
the new
silhouette.
stuff
I
you
think it
all
looked
came here
badass
for.
with them. They removed them.
Antlers
Kind
or
of
no
made me a little
antlers.
upset.
Jason Uyunamgan, character artist. Udyr's rework has been a long time coming.
He calls him a
and
senior
I was stoked to help recreate
citizen.
one of League's most
Why the
senior
fuck are you
citizens.
calling Udyr a senior
started,
citizen?
I assumed that Udyr would be a rather simple and straightforward champ to work on, but that facade wore away very quickly.
Because he's a dog shit champ.
I got started by blocking out a proxy model to get him in game to start testing our ideas for his visuals and gameplay.
They thought it would be easy because all he does is auto attack, right?
Because
but
without a good base, we'd just be polishing a turret.
Auto attacking in League
our
nowadays
goal was to make
is
him feel like a big,
pretty shit.
strong
That's
mountain
why
man,
they're gonna change Trendamere. They want to change
his
Trendamere.
body type.
Okay. So they changed him a little bit. He looks good. This is like low poly, kind of not like in-game rendered. This is what he kind of looks like rendered in-game. Let's go back. But like I was saying, I've been watching a lot of videos of people just fucking reading this or going through this. No one even gives a shit because they don't give a shit about the champion Udyr. They just want to the fucking, you know, go through it. You know what I mean? I actually give a shit about this champ. This is my main. I care about fucking Udyr. I care what they fucking say. Like, I care about every fucking little word about this fucking shit. They called him a fucking senior citizen. A senior citizen. He's not an old man. He's kind of an old man. He's cool of an old man. He's not a fucking senior citizen, though. He's not fucking that old. I'm sure there's older champions than fucking Udyr. That kind of pisses me off a little bit. But this looks pretty good so far. The way he looks, and I know some people are like watching or doing this, and they don't know that his chance. When they say bear stance, that's tiger stance now. Bear stance is tiger now. If when they talk about it in here, bear stance is tiger, and then ram is bear stance now. People don't fucking know that because they didn't fucking read the last ones. Read them. God, like, is that fucking hard? If you can't fucking read, like, I'm illiterate. I can't fucking read. I have this shit. It'll read it to me.
Proportions, we ended up removing his antlers.
Okay, his antlers.
Well, we really liked the idea
of
them,
cool,
and we tried a lot to get them to work.
But they said they couldn't
get
it
to
to work.
Not look goofy because of how hunched
I feel
over
like they could have.
In one attempt, they looked
made
like
it
wings,
work if they didn't
they
make him
like
hunched over. Like, why did they make him look like
we tried to get them to work,
they didn't have to.
They just always looked off. Although the idea was cool, Udyr's the animal spirit guy, not the antler guy.
Yeah.
So ultimately we decided to table the antlers and refocus on his animal spirit fantasy. After we built out Udyr's base body, we got started on his stances.
Looks cool here.
And that's when we realized the mountain man was going to be a bit complicated.
I already knew he would be complicated because he's just a different type of champion. He's just different. He's all about like melee. If you don't know that, it's all about melee. Even though Phoenix is like his AoE, it's really still auto attack based. And what they're doing here is basically making it so when he changed stances, it's gonna be locked to his bone still. So it's not kind of replacing it; it's still locked to his bone. That's what they're gonna talking about right here. So
his base body was pretty straightforward, but his 4 stances were a major hurdle. Not only were there 4 of them, but we also had to make sure each one amplified the fantasy of the animal spirit they're associated with. We try to create sustainable resources as we go. This way we're future-proofing new champions, making it much easier to develop skins and future updates.
Yes, but
we decided to use the same bones in each of Udyr's models to keep things simple for us and help readability in game for players.
Like I'm saying, I want a god deer skin. So what I'm saying is, people always say Spirit Guard Udyr is the god skin. It is not. There's literally called God Staff in this game. God, there's like so many god skins. Let me see if I can find the skins. God Staff Jax, God Lee Sin. I think these are the ones that I have. So I can't. Those aren't. Let's see. There's like God, Night God Darius or something like that. There's like so many god skins, and especially just these ones is what I'm like referring to. Just if they don't make a god, a god deer skin, it makes no fucking sense. So I hope they do that, but they're probably not because they're doing all this shit. Maybe they'll do it down the line, but like when they did Volibear, they gave away a free skin. I'm not saying give this one away. You don't have to fucking give it away. I just want a fucking new skin for him because I've been playing Spirit Guard forever. I know he's gonna be different now, but whatever. It's kind of cool. They give him sunglasses right here, just kind of memeing.
This meant we had to do a lot of iteration to find what felt the best for our big boy.
Skin. Maybe give you.
Some were simple while others required 10 or more iterations to get right. But that's the fun of game development.
Cool, they're having fun with it. Hopefully he fucking gets some cool shit. I want him to be as good as possible because he is. If you guys don't play him right now, you might be playing him full tank. Maybe full tank is good. I don't think it is. Like, he's supposed to fucking have build Triforce. Triforce has been his fucking item. If you guys don't think that, you guys are crazy. Or Divine Sunder right now. I personally don't like Divine Sunder. Divine Sunder shouldn't even fucking be in the game. Triforce does the exact same thing as that item, but then they. Anyway, we're going through this. Fucking bullshit.
We're still early in Udyr's production and everything's a work in progress, but we're slowly getting closer to the final look and feel for our big boy.
Big boy!
And hopefully all of you will enjoy him when he finally comes out.
I will, hopefully. But, so one thing they're doing is talking about Phoenix and stuff. People are really confused about, like, a lot of this stuff because they don't actually fucking read. Phoenix is now Ice Phoenix. We used to be Fire Phoenix. Now they're changing it because of lore reasons and blah, blah, blah. I really
Mastering
don't give a shit.
Udyr's many stances. Coinjile Coinjang, Animator. Gameplay clarity is really important in League, and I knew Udyr would be challenging because I needed to look at each of his 4 stances as separate from each other, but still connected because they needed to feel like Udyr in order to be clear in game.
Yes.
But I also wanted to animate his stances as if they're 4 different champions with entirely different characteristics.
Good.
That way it won't be confusing to figure out which stance he's in. But Udyr holds a deep reverence for wild animals, and I wanted that connection to be clear in his animations. Phoenix stance was the most challenging to animate and it took many iterations before I found the right direction. We wanted his pose to look bird-like, magical, and related to ice, which is a lot. I also wanted to preserve his wildness, so after much thought, I came up with the wind attack idea.
Yep. So this kind of looks cool, but this is not what he goes with. Just because he's saying it looks like a spell, which Udyr does not do any spells. He literally only auto attacks. So he goes around.
The idea was to mimic a bird's wing, with Udyr creating wind with the swipe of his arm. I liked the direction a lot, but there were a few problems.
It was air.
The size of the air made the attack look like it hit multiple enemies instead of just one, and the team wanted this stance to be related to ice more than wind.
Which I feel like it should hit multiple people. I don't know why they're singling at the target when Phoenix stance is the AoE. Just if it needs to AoE, make it AoE bigger. Who cares? It's a new fucking rework, right? Right? Like, who cares if it does hit multiple people? Other champions hit multiple people. Why the fuck can't Udyr with one spell? Just because it's an auto attack spell. Who cares? Anyway, you're literally reworking him. Might as well fucking do it.
My next idea was to animate Udyr creating ice instead of wind, so that it looked like he was using his magic to attack with the ice.
And
we all liked this direction more than the first iteration with wind, but we were afraid that he looked too magical and lost his wildness aspect that's key to who he is. That meant I needed to find a good balance between his magical power and inherent wildness.
Yeah, he's talking about like making it look more wild. So this is what he kind of looks like. I think this just looks like normal auto attacks, to be honest. Which I think it looks cool, but he looks very primal, like very primal. Which I don't know if, and I hope. One thing I need to say is I don't think they're gonna do it. I do not think they're gonna do it. But I hope he does get a skin where he's kind of brought back to his old character with the bear pelt. Because when you think Udyr, I always think bear pelt, but I always think Spear Guard too. Like, I think Spear Guard is Udyr, right? That's all how I always thought. I've always thought that. But the bear pelt is I also think about, and they just removed the bear pelt. I hope they have a what's it called? You know how they Trundle had one a redesign back in the day? It's his original design that they brought back too. So I hope they have a traditional Udyr. That's what it is, traditional Udyr. But I don't think they're gonna do that. They might. Reading this now.
Next, I leaned more into a physical version of ice.
Yeah, so
and while I really liked this direction, it felt like it lost the connection with birds.
True. And then another thing. So this is what he kind of like made it look like. I think this is what the final design
So I
is.
changed the stabbing lunge to a swipe to
Not
bring in
everything's
bird-like
final, 'cause they're still
inspiration
working
from
on
the
it,
first
but
idea, but kept the iced wings as a nod to a certain winged Freljordian demigod. The final idea ended up being a blend of everything I did leading up to this point, in true game development fashion.
But I hope it does have AoE, at least a little bit. Like, not
Udyr has many types of basic attacks, which meant I had to
Phoenix
animate it for each stance.
It needs AoE.
My approach to each is pretty much the same. I consider his personality first, and then need to think about the spell's function, all while making sure they feel unique to each stance. But here are some of the others using the same process.
But like I was saying, Udyr has a really huge problem right now in team fights. He can't fucking team fight very well. His team fights are awful because he just gets one shot and he doesn't do anything. Even with Phoenix stance, he doesn't fucking hurt anybody. So they needed to have Phoenix do a little bit of something, like an actual AoE, not just this little ball that Udyr's like, oh, I have Sunfire on. I have Sunfire on. You could just buy fucking Sunfire. But yeah, he has a huge problem in team fights. He can't do shit right now. So I hope they do give him AoE. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that part. Like I said, I actually give a shit what they're saying, but you know, it's just the animations. That's really all it is right here. Some people just don't give a fuck about what they're saying. I'm like, read what they're saying so you can understand that. Fucking this right here, I think is, yeah, this right here is pretty certain this is Boar, and Boar is gonna be bear stance now. You understand bear stance is gonna be, and then bear stance is gonna be tiger. They're removing tiger. And then turtle stance is boar. I'm pretty sure it's boar. This is ram and boar. Turtle stance is gonna be boar. And ram is gonna be bear stance, and then Phoenix is still Phoenix. People get confused about that. That's literally how it's gonna go now. They're like, oh, it's bear stance. When we get to this part right here, people think, oh, this is bear stance. It's tiger stance. Fucking people are just fucking dumb. Alright. We're getting through this.
Awakening the Beasts of the Freljord.
Yes.
Luis Riot Blues.
I like what they say awaken.
Visual effects artist.
Awaken stuff. You'll see.
Oh dear. It's Udyr. It's
Udyr.
also VFX time.
Yes.
Udyr's VGU gave me a good opportunity to push boundaries in League's VFX style. The first inception of that came from the question, can I make Udyr look like he's in a fighting game and in League?
And hopefully he's in the fighting
games
game.
have always been a genre where you can express individual mastery over a character and its matchups. When I looked at Udyr's new gameplay, I immediately thought of that individual character skill expression you'd find in a fighting game. His stances have different use cases. Bear stance is great against certain champions in a 1v1 duel, Phoenix stance is great in an AoE situation, and so on.
So this is what people are really confused about right here. Bear stance is a great, yes, this is great. You know, oh, bear stance, you stun them. No, they're talking about fucking tiger stance. They're confusing the fuck out of people because they're changing it now. Bear stance is now tiger. I know it's just, I know it's in your brain now. It's in your brain now, but other people are like, oh, what? You go bear and then Phoenix? No, it's you either go tiger or Phoenix. But now it's bear or Phoenix. Now it's going to be a little confusing. All right, we're going into this.
I picture an Udyr player knowing when it's the right time to use the optimal stance,
which I usually do.
And that being the thing that differentiates between a good Udyr player and a great Udyr player.
Yeah.
He's an incredibly versatile and flexible champion, exactly the type of character I'd want in a fighting game.
So, let me talk about this. I don't know if they're doing this. What Udyr has a huge problem right now. A huge problem. He's the only champion in the game that has global cooldown. The only champion. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying by global cooldown, every time Udyr hits an ability, all his abilities go on cooldown. Every single one. It takes 2 to 3 seconds, or 2 seconds for an ability to come back up. So if he hits Q, he can't hit W. If he hits W, he can't hit Q. If he hits E, he can't hit R. It's so bad. Remove global cooldown on Udyr. Remove it. If you guys don't fucking change that, or if he needs to be balanced because of it now that he's getting changed, thank goodness. But like, he's so fucking awful because of global cooldown. He literally loses matchups because he can't go into turtles. He can't go into turtle stance after he used bear stance because of global cooldown. Sorry guys, I'm having a really rough year. I got fucking COVID, and I got fucking a Discord hacked, and now Udyr is still fucking not in the game. So lovely. Let's go to this. I think we already went through this. Yeah, we already went through that. Let's see.
But fighting games and League are two different games
True.
with two different types of VFX.
Yep.
Where's the happy medium?
Okay. We're talking about visual effects. Stuff I don't really... It looks cool, but you know, it's whatever. It's just...
Before we get into examples,
let
me explain Udyr's passive, which is what I'll be
passive
talking about. If Udyr is already in a stance and it is on cooldown, he can awaken it. Each stance has an empowered form or function when it's awakened.
So, does that mean fucking cooldown doesn't exist for him? If he still has global cooldown, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So like, all right, so how it works for Udyr right now is like, I think it's like sometimes 6 seconds. So say I hit Q, you have to wait 6 seconds, but you still get a global cooldown, which means you can't use that spell for another. You can't use W. Or you use Q and you can't use W because you have to wait 2 seconds. So you hit Q and then you wait 2 seconds and then you can finally hit W. But does that mean I can use Q again and then I get the empowered Q? Hopefully that works. But just remove the global cooldown. Just remove the fucking global cooldown. You guys don't understand. It's literally the worst part about him. That's why fucking Udyr mains are getting pissed.
With this in mind, his passive should visually make you feel powerful when you awaken each stance. Going back to my original goal of trying to combine League and a fighting game, I decided to go for heavily stylized, sharp, hard-edged shapes to hit that powerful feeling.
I feel like people are gonna spam their abilities though. So right nowadays, like when you're just running, you just keep spamming E to run, like because that's what you do. You just kind of do that, and you just spam your W and stuff because you have to keep up with your passive. I know they're changing the passive here, but you would have to keep up with your passive because the passive is just fucking keep spamming your abilities to get movement speed and attack speed. But I wonder if you're just accidentally hit these things while they're on cooldown, you're gonna waste your passive, which is gonna be fucking awful. But I guess you're gonna have to learn how to fucking play around that. Go ahead.
After looking at the first iteration, I decided that, while cool,
looks cool,
the direction didn't quite fit League's VFX style. So, now what?
They just don't like the look of it because it doesn't, fit League. So they just kind of changed it. This is just VFX. Cool, but like...
I looked for answers
I don't care about what he looks like right now. I want...
What does this power look like after he channels it? How does it feel connected to the spirits he holds dear? I replaced the hard shapes with softer ones to match League's VFX style and introduced color to deepen the overall fantasy. But I couldn't stop thinking about that initial fighting game design, so I had a thought. What if we add everything together and make color the differentiator between his stances?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So this is going to be bear stance, which is now tiger. This is boar. I think it's boar. So it's like something, I can't remember. It's like an iron boar. So that's why it's iron looking, like grayish and green, which it should stay green. Just kind of similar to turtle, but they're not using turtle. Then this one is... This one's still bear. The fuck? Are you guys confusing me? This one is boar or ram. This is ram. So it looks like Phoenix, but it's not Phoenix stance, guys. Not Phoenix stance. This is bear stance now, which is ram, which is the one that stuns, and then Phoenix is the blue one, which kind of weird. He has 2 blues. This might be Phoenix. Why does it's so confusing? Because it used to be yellow, green, blue, red. That's how the colors used to be. Now it's blue, green, red. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do about that, but let's go to this stuff.
This design felt really cool.
Yeah.
But nothing actually communicated that Udyr entered a more powerful form. So I decided to tone down the visuals I had and focus on a way to make it clear he was in an enhanced state.
Cool. Anything that makes
Up
people
until this
cool?
point I was creating VFX on Udyr's old model. But around this time Udyr completed an updated proxy model to give us a better idea of how he'd look in game. This meant that I could start creating VFX based on Udyr's updated kit and model, instead of just blue skiesing ideas on his old one.
Cool. But I feel like they're fucking us like with the shit.
Before I got started working with Udyr's new model, I needed to prioritize which elements of his gameplay are most important to communicate. For example, when you press Q, 3 things happen.
Which is bear stance now.
Udyr enters bear stance. Udyr gains bonus attack speed for the next 2 auto attacks.
Yes.
Udyr gains bonus attack speed for a certain duration.
Okay.
Since the bonus attack speed lasts longer than the awakened passive, that gets a higher visual priority. But even higher than that is making it clear which stance is Udyr in.
Which usually when I usually play spear card. It's always, you just always know what your stance you're fucking in. You always know. It's easy. It's the easiest fucking thing. But like, now that we're playing normal Udyr, I understand that he has a little bit of differences, but it's, you know what stance you're in. They just want to make it look cool. Which, him hunched over like this, dude, he literally just, it reminds me of Yorick. Like, it kind of does. Like, I don't know if I like it. But Udyr's not really like that in game. He kind of is. But I'm thinking Spirit Guard mostly. He is kind of hunched over, but not that hunched over. I feel like he's a lot bigger in this. That's probably why. Alright, let's go through this.
In League, we typically communicate an auto attack enhancement by applying VFX to a champion's hands. In Udyr's case, I added lightning VFX to his bear stance bear claws to indicate that Udyr's auto attacks are doing something extra.
Cool.
There were 3 visuals I needed to create, with each one unique but still feeling connected to the others: the idle VFX with bear claws active, the stance activation with the active awaken buff, and his passive's awaken VFX cast and buffs.
So, another thing, when they talked about removing antlers, I could not understand why they would remove it for him, how he's standing right now. If he was standing kind of normally, like kind of like where he's standing right here, this right here is kind of weird. But if he was just standing normally like this all the time, it'd be fine, I feel like. And what they could have also done with the antlers, like down the line, so when they go to Spirit Guard, you could use the spirits instead of just the antlers, like the spirits on the back. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this lost an opportunity there, but I don't know if they're gonna change it. Yeah, he looks cool here. This is kind of where he's in normal state, just idle. This is him hitting at Q, and then this is the awakened part, which is, so he's hitting it twice. This is like when he has his passive, he hits the Q. Because they were talking about doing empowered autos, empowered spirits, because he doesn't have an alt. Now he's still not gonna have an alt, but he's gonna have empowered spells now, which are empowered stances, which is, this is his tiger, and he just kind of does a cool thing and looks more scary. And then it bounces like Volibear, which is cool, but like, I don't know. I like this part better. I feel like it'll definitely help his lane. His lane is so awful. So fucking awful.
You might notice some of the visual language from my early fighting game exploration, and that's because it's there. I was able to combine sharp shapes with thematic lightning hooks and soft blending to ground it within League's VFX style while still giving it something uniquely Udyr. Then I needed to move on to the effects when you interact with enemies. When Udyr's bear stance is awakened, your next 2 auto attacks will arc chain lightning to your primary target and then spread nearby enemies. Sound familiar?
So the weird thing about this is it's volley bear, but he can't control or take volley bear's power. There's like lore reasons, but it's volley bear. I don't know. I'm cool with it. Whatever. Make the champion fucking good. I'm fine with it. So his lane's really garbage right now. His lane is so fucking shit. Like, he literally needs tier to sit in lane most of the time. He needs Tiamat if you're going full Tiger, so you might as well just go Phoenix, and you just can't do anything basically. So this is good if it bounces off of minions. We only see it on champions right here, so we don't know if it goes off minions. But hopefully it does go off minions. That'd be nice.
Furthermore, when this arc of lightning hits a single target and doesn't bounce to others, it'll do increased damage. Kind of like a big lightning bear when he's mauling your face.
Yeah. Which is basically what Tiger does. It just fucking drops a dot, damage over time. But this is more visually. You could see what's happening to you. With dot, people were like, "Why the fuck am I dying?" Most of the time. So this is just showing you what's basically happening to you, and it looks like a better dot, to be honest, because it does more effects. It does one. Wait, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was like 6 there. I think it's like 6 there. I don't think it's gonna do that many, but if it does, holy. But they only show this fucking. They only show this spell, which Tiger is good, but it's not everybody's favorite. They don't even show Phoenix, like what it's gonna do, which kind of upsets me. And Turtle, I love Turtle so much, and I love Bear. Like, does Bear still just stun? I hope it does. But what else is Bear gonna do? Is it gonna do what you guys showed us earlier, where he's running around, he hits E, and then he basically throws down a fucking singe thing, but and also like a rumble thing? So this is the only thing they showed us for his abilities.
And that wraps up what I've got to share for Udyr's VFX.
Yeah.
As a reminder, everything I've shared is a work in progress, and the final product may still end up a bit different than the direction we currently have.
Which I like it.
I hope you like what you've seen here, and I can't wait to see what you think when you get your claws on him. Thanks everyone.
I do kind of wish the antlers worked, because he looks barren in the back. I think they're gonna give him his tattoos or something, but he looks very, very bare. They only show his worst skin, in my opinion, a dragon. I know it's the newest one, but Spirit Card is definitely his best. And if you guys don't know Primal is so good. It's so good as in the concept of it is so good, but the skin itself is awful. Let's see, Primal. Let me just search here. Primal, no, that's not this one. Primal is such a good skin. Like, it's just the concept of it is so good. So it's gonna be Bear, Ram, or Boar, Ram, and then Phoenix. And it's kind of weird that now that it's gonna be. I just don't know if I like that it's Ice Phoenix, because it's, especially for a Spirit Guard, it's just gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so weird. They're gonna have to redo all of this too. Ugh. It's like, look how good this looks, right? And then they're gonna kind of fuck it. Hopefully they just bring this, just keep this, you know what I mean? And you can make this the Bear. I don't know, dude. I don't know how they're gonna fucking do it, because they're gonna fuck it. And like, Tiger is my favorite. Like, Tiger is my I don't know. It's always been my fucking icon. You're gonna kind of fuck it, you know what I mean? You're gonna fuck it really royally. Let's go to this. The dragon stuff. I really don't give a shit about the skin that much. I have all of the skins for Udyr, but skins like
channeling the dragon spirit. Justin Riot Albers,
this should just show its spirit guard.
Udyr has just a few very classic, very well-known skins in his catalog. Spirit Guard, anyone, and as we were figuring out his base, we were keeping ideas for his skins in the back of our dev brains. We decided to start with his most recent, Dragon Oracle. It's a great looking skin with an excellent thematic,
literally what it looks like.
So there's a lot to keep with some things that need to be adjusted to match his new character. Also, the dragon thematics and colors will easily translate to what the new DYR is here to represent. We wanted to do our due diligence by going wide with the explorations. We have a pretty solid understanding of this dragon world now thanks to the extensive amount of skins, so we focused on a few different areas. We decided early on that he should remain on the mystical dragon side of things, and not among the draconic division of dragon slayers. He still channels the dragon spirits for just a hint of their power. But that left us asking, how dragon-why should he look? How physically affected is he by the animal spirits he channels? That will forever be a question on Udyr.
I feel like just go B. That's literally just what Udyr looks like. Kind of. Let's go B. Keep it the same. And you can kind of change with the spirits, or in the guards, the stances, just change the stances a little bit. This is literally just how he looks, so might as well just stick with what you fucking got. And even though I do like these, they could be another skin. Just fucking make another one. This one doesn't look like a dragon at all. This kind of looks like honestly, Blood Moon. It looks like Blood Moon more than anything. So does this one kind of. These could be different skins. Like honestly. This one just looks like the one, but yeah, I don't know. I personally just want to fucking see Spirit Guard, see it, like how they're gonna do it. Are they gonna stick with how he looks? Is he gonna be doing what he does? You know what I mean? So that's the main one I'm worried about. Read this.
We decided to keep Udyr more human than dragon to show that he's in control of the draconic power he's summoning. Some dragon elements will be cool for the skin, some scales, and definitely horns. But overall we want to keep his arms and shoulders free to show off his stances and animations.
Yep. Just go with this one. They look cool, but this one looks like fucking Blood Moon. This looks more like a man, you know. This looks like Blood Moon. These are just weird. I don't know. I don't like those ones. You could do them, but like, just make it another skin. Might as well.
Next we're honing some of the more minor details for his base before doing the in-game version and concepting the dragon form stances.
Maybe they'll change it up because it is green. There is a green version, which is his turtle. I understand how the skin looks, and then in game a little bit because I played it a little bit, but I rarely play it. I play Spirit Guard mostly, so.
And here's where we're heading with the skin, getting into the in-game view and his ortho for modeling. There's lots more to come on Udyr skins. So keep an eye out for these in a later update.
Yeah. Kind of just fucking us with what's up next. Woo! Like, I don't know.
What comes next? As you can see, we've made a lot of progress and we think his base is coming along nicely. I think it's worth sharing that Udyr does have quite a few skins, and the nature of his form swapping makes each one take longer than the average champion would, not to mention he also has an ultimate skin.
Okay. Quite
Given
a few
all
skins,
that,
guys.
We still have a ways to go before we can.
Let me say quite a few skins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Champion has 5 skins. Let's go look at Lux. Let's go fucking look at Lux real quick. Where the fuck is Lux? Go look at this fucking champion. How many fucking skins does this champ have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 skins! Udyr has 5! Don't tell me he has too many fucking skins! Champion has no skins! He's the oldest champion in the fucking game. He's 10 years fucking old. Actually, he's 11 years old. He's an old ass champion. He's finally getting love. He fucking deserves it. They still haven't fucking finished it, which is crazy because they're fucking working on another champion that I don't give a shit about. She gets fucking dash. She gets to go through fucking walls. Yeah, Udyr gets this cool shit. And the only thing I get to know about him is his fucking tiger stance. While her entire kit is already on PBE now. Like, fuck off. Even Trick 2G doesn't even give a shit to look at the fucking dev block. Trick 2G, he fucking mains this shit. He goes a living off the shit. He didn't even give a shit to look at this fucking dev blog. You know why? Because it feels like you don't give a shit. How many people have you put on this guy? I feel like you put like 3 people on this fucking thing. And I'm sure you put a lot more people on newer champions. He's this is all we got so far. It's probably gonna be like 3 more months or 4 more months before we even fucking see it. Because this is all we've seen. Volibear came out I think this month last year at like the 21st or something like that. I don't think Udyr is coming out unless they're not showing us what more than what they put here. I don't think so. Which is sad because I love this champion. I love League. I want to play this character. I do. But they're shafting me. I fucking alright. So let me look at my match. This is new ranked. I've been losing all these fucking games. So I played. So this is my first ranked game of the season. Lost. I just gave up on Udyr. After three losses, I gave up, and then I still lost on fucking Hecarim. And I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking go top. So I just gave up on jungle, and fucking lost. And after that one, I finally get a fucking victory. You know why? Their fucking laner quit the game. That was cool. And then I got another loss. And then I was winning my lane. Then they remade. And then I lost. And then I finally won one. So I only won 2 games this fucking year already. Ugh, just give me my fucking champion so I can fucking do something on LP, dude. Or get better. Because his laning... I mean, Udyr's laning is fucking terrible. I want to play him in a lane, to be honest. Because I'm tired of jungling. These people are fucking awful to carry. Triforce is fucking awful. It is one of the worst. Used to give crit back in the day. Used to give mana back in the day. Doesn't give any of that shit anymore. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. So yeah. This is all they gave us for Udyr. He's not going to come out until like probably 3 months. I love what the people are doing that are doing this. I love you, but I wish they would give you at least more manpower to fucking push this out like a little bit quicker. I know you guys have to work on it, and you guys even have to work on like probably redoing art and stuff. Which the art team is great. I love the art team. I think that's the best part of the team. But like I said, let's look at Udyr. Look at him. If you guys don't get it, I want a bear pelt traditional skin too. But I don't think you guys are gonna do that because let's go to Trundle. He has a traditional skin. Trundle. So this is what you guys reworked him back in the day. He has a traditional Trundle skin. Where's it at? Traditional Trundle. Granted, it's an ugly ass skin, but fucking just give us a bear pelt. You could still have this Udyr with a bear pelt. I don't care. I just want him to have a bear pelt. And they're probably not going to do it. And what's also going to be weird is the biggest meme on Udyr is definitely not Udyr. And then they're kind of just gonna remove this. It's just kind of weird, like, because he's usually a bear pelt, and now the Phoenix is not gonna be red anymore. It's gonna be blue. Like, what are you gonna do with that? It's like this champion's getting changed so much just by thematically because of what they're trying to make it like in lore, but they're also like fucking the fundamentals of this champion, because red is Phoenix stance, blue is bear stance, green is turtle stance, yellow is tiger, and now they're all like fucking that. Like, it just feels like it's fucked, right? Like, all of that is removed, and that's like no longer the norm. It just kind of feels weird. And now we have these right here, which is the boar, the ram, it just kind of feels weird. You know what I mean? Nobody else has ever gotten this. I like this little ad thing they added. And they also added a little boar thing right here. But I don't know, dude. I'm freaking out because this champion this Udyr is getting removed, and now we're gonna add this one, and it's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna be weird, dude. And I hope his animations feel good, because normal Udyr feels fucking dog shit to play. Spirit Guard is the only skin that feels good to play. Not even joking. You guys don't play Udyr, and you guys probably don't understand. Maybe you don't give a shit about the animations, but the animations make it feel like the champion actually feels good. Hopefully that's how Spirit Guard feels still, like, similar. Doesn't have to sound the same, or I hope it kind of does, but they're not gonna. They're also probably changing audio on him. They haven't talked about any of that. It's just, it's gonna be removed, and it's gonna be weird. I'm scared. Like, Udyr is gonna be different. He's gonna be not the same. Because the reason I'm saying I'm scared is because I don't even like Volibear anymore. I don't. Volley is not the same champion as he used to be. I like playing him in the top lane, but in the jungle, he's fucking awful now because he doesn't have a fear in the jungle. He doesn't have his passive in the jungle anymore. His W feels terrible now because you have to W and then W them again, but you can't even get that half the time because it dies too fast. Like the jungle camps, I'm saying. So it's just like, what the fuck? I know I'm railing on, but fuck, dude, I'm scared, and I think it's gonna be like this for a while, and I don't even know when he's gonna come out. And I thought they were gonna at least show a video for Udyr this month, but they didn't. They showed it for a new champion that I give zero fucks about. She looks cool, woo! She can go through fucking walls. She can dash. She has electricity. She literally is the same Valorant champion. The Valorant champ that you guys are already making is the same fucking person. Same person. Same person. She can go through walls. My champion's still not gonna be able to go through walls, dude. I'm gonna have to still use Ghost and still die and have no way to chase somebody because I still have to fucking take Smite. So hopefully he can lane now, so I can fucking put him in a lane and stop jungling, because I fucking hate the roll. I hate the roll but everybody sucks at the roll. Oh, sorry, rambling on too much, but goddamn. This is an hour video. This is why nobody fucking read this shit. But I read it because I give a shit about this champion. I care about Udyr. I do. It feels like nobody fucking does. Not even like the people that are working on this. Maybe they do. I hope they do. I give a shit. He looks fucking sick on this, but he also looks like Yorick. Look at Yorick. Look at him. Look at Yorick. Does fucking Udyr look like Yorick to you guys? Looks like fucking Yorick. At least with the hunchback. Udyr never really had a hunchback. Like ever. See? This is normal Udyr. He's not hunched. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm uploading this raw. Guys, just like the video, hit the like. Fucking Udyr. I've been waiting for this. I'm not even. I've been waiting. Like I've been waiting for this stuff. Like anything about Udyr, and it pisses me off that they're just fucking throwing a new champion in the game and not Udyr yet. That's what makes me mad. Let's go look at the new champion before I say end this fucking video. Let's go look at the new league champ. That's already on PBE, by the way, guys. Already on PBE. Let's look at her and see what they showed for Udyr. All they showed was Tiger Stance. All they showed was this. This is the only ability I've seen so far that is new. That is it. But this champion's coming out. She's already on PBE. Already on PBE. This is also going to be pushing their new Valor, other Valorant game because it's the exact same champion, exact same character.
Again?
Like I said, I got COVID, guys. A little sick. I'm spitting stuff out
Come on.
because I have no nose. Can't blow my nose, so I have to spit it out. But yeah, look at this. This champion's coming out. And there's literally people already playing it. You can go through any of these walls, any of them. Granted, it's like 23 seconds long, but still. She gets a shield. Watch, you'll see the shield. She gets a dash right here. Dashes. She gets a fucking passive shield and electricity. And her ultimate's fucking insanely broken too. This is not her ult. She can just go through walls. This is what they showed people of the new season, but they didn't. Fucking Udyr, they've been talking about forever now. It blows my mind. Her ult's fucking cool. She gets a dash. Woo. She gets a shield. I swear, if Udyr does not get a spell shield, at least spell shield on his turtle. You know, turtle, whatever. It's boar now. Because Udyr literally cannot team fight half the time. Unless he's full fucking tank. Full tank. I build him Triforce all the time. That's what he should build. It's what he's meant to build. Yeah, this bitch can go through walls. I'll look at fucking PvE content real quick. Let me look at it. Forgot who it was that I seen. Let me look. Like, look at this shit. She gets static shiv passive. They're just making these champions more broken, and my champion's gonna be like, oh, she get look at this. Look at this. This is about the exact same video length as the fucking actual video, and like Oh, look how many fucking walls she can go through. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Udyr is not in the game yet. I gotta wait. I can play Volibear though. Volibear's fucking ain't that great either. He literally pushed him out of my jungle. Ugh. It just makes me sick looking at it. She can go like. Am I wrong to say that Udyr just fucking feels like he gets shit on? I know they're fucking touching him, but it's like they're not. They're pushing this new champion for him. Like, put these other champions on the back burner. Put the fucking old champions need fucking touched. Did they just do try and do a January work and they didn't even push that? That's just ridiculous. Ugh. Alright, I'm done rambling. I'm pissed. If I feel like I'm like the only one, like I feel like I am the only one that's fucking pissed about this. But I've been pissed so long. For so long. This is an hour video. I'm uploading it the way it is. I don't give a shit. But yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like it. If you guys like my opinion on like how I feel about this shit, it just feels fucking awful because like look at this shit. This champion can go through fucking all these. And she has like I don't even want to read her passive. I hope I have a paragraph on Udyr for my passive. That's all I'm fucking saying. I hope I have a paragraph. Alright, I'm done. Bye guys.